Alright guys, how's it going? So on my last video from my HD DVD pickups, I said that I'd won a Toshiba HD DVD player and it finally arrived this morning. So let's go ahead and unbox it. Okay guys, so we have the Toshiba set up now. So here we have a Toshiba HD-EP30 HD DVD player. Beautiful looking player. Reasonable size, bigger than most modern Blu-ray and DVD players, but nonetheless sits nicely on top of my Kallax. As you can see, it's not the entire depth of a Kallax, so it isn't huge. Beautiful shiny black. If we just zoom in here, we've got the lovely HD DVD logo there. Tells you the model number as well. When we come across, we've got the usual buttons. You've got your open and close, your play, your stop, pause, skip, and on the left the power, which lights up nicely. And if we just power it on, it's a lovely bright blue welcome. It's a fantastic looking player and not that loud. You may hear the fan kicking in, but to be honest, when you put the film on, it's hardly noticeable at all. It's fairly quiet in operation, so I'm really happy about that. Fantastic, really impressed. So I can't get around the back, but just for anyone that wants to know, the connections are HDMI, optical audio, composite analog audio and video, component video, and Ethernet, which is unusable because there are no servers. So there you go, that's it, all unboxed. Really nice condition. Quite impressed actually. Not too many scratches, just a couple of light ones. And the packaging was fantastic. What a great seller. Nice big box, loads of packaging, big piece of cardboard wrapped around the player. Even put the remote control in the jiffy bag. That's what I want from eBay. Really impressed. So now I've got it all unboxed, let's get it all set up, and I'm going to run you through the menu options, which aren't very detailed, but nonetheless we'll go through the menu options on the machine itself, and we'll boot up with film, and I'll show you what HD DVDs actually look like. Okay guys, so this is the setup menu. Actually we've got picture, audio, language, Ethernet, which is now redundant unfortunately, general, so it's very basic. But if we just have a quick look what was available, so in the picture, obviously you got your, for some reason it says shape, but yeah, we've got ratio, 16:9, 4:3 and 4:3 letterbox. Have RGB enhanced or standard. I've tried both, can't see any difference. I'll put that back to standard though. And we have picture mode, which is for progressive picture mode. So then we have film, video and auto. Honestly, I don't know what the difference is between them. I would assume film is the correct one, but I'll just stick it on auto for the time being. And I've got my resolution set to 1080p, 24 Hertz. But it does have all of these options, 480i, 576i, up to 480p and 576p, up to 720p, up to 1080i, up to 1080p, up to 1080p 24. So they were definitely covering all bases. Right, next we've got the audio options. So you've got your digital output for your optical, which I've got set to bitstream. As you can see, you've got your HDMI output as well, which is irrelevant because I use the soundbar, don't put it through the TV. Dynamic range control is bullshit, so I turn that off. Dialogue enhancement, I'm not deaf, so I don't need that. Language, obviously pretty self-explanatory. And you've got your internet connection, which unfortunately the server is down, so you know it's been a long time since this format died, so you can't use that anymore. There are ways of burning ISOs online to get the firmwares from what I understand though. And there is also a firmware that's been made so that you can make your player region free for DVD, which is available on eBay for about £3, which is quite good. To be honest though, I wouldn't bother because the DVD playback I've not been impressed with, but we'll get into that in a minute. So we've got general. So obviously you've got usual things, parental lock, set your clock, on-screen display on or off, remote controller sound off. I turn that off because if I just turn it on, and you'll hopefully hear this, every time you move something, you get that. and that is very bloody annoying. So I turn that off. HDMI control, honestly I don't know what that's for, so if someone lets me know that'd be great. Maintenance is for your updates, so initialize to maintain the player, update and persistent storage. Well, I'd say the update can't do it anyway. You've got this twin format disc which has now turned itself off, which is odd because that was on earlier. And you could change between HD DVD and DVD, so I'm not entirely sure why that switched itself off. So I'm not entirely sure as well if maybe when you put a DVD in, you're supposed to switch twin format disc to DVD, and that's why the DVDs are not very good. Let me know if you've got a player. Let me know if that's what it's for. I don't know. So with that said, that's the menu. It's very simple, straightforward. I'll put a film in now and show you what a HD DVD looks like. And here we go, Universal. So I'm just loading up King Kong. I've killed the audio just so that YouTube doesn't punish me for having the film playing in the background. So you've got the traditional Universal, but then you get this glorious HD DVD logo. And then off we go into the menu. I'd have to do a side comparison side by side with my Blu-ray player in terms of load speed. It isn't that bad. I mean, it feels as though it's slower than my 4K Blu-ray player, but it's not painful. I'm not sitting here getting frustrated waiting for the film to come on. As you can see, it's just about to put the menu up, so it isn't that bad actually. So there you go, usual language selection. And these are the days of when we got actual menus with the film playing or some kind of animation instead of just a plain screen like you get on a lot of Blu-rays now. I really miss that. There's old Jack Black. And there you go, we're in the menu. So that was probably less than 10 seconds, I would say. I'll have to check it afterwards. It's not that bad actually, because I've read a lot online with the early reviews of the early players that they were very slow. They were apparently they were built like PCs, so they're very slow at loading. But this HD EP30 runs fine. Right, so let's get straight into it. So pick a scene. I already had a quick look at this earlier, so this scene looked really nice. We'll try this. We'll let this play out. Obviously, filming it with a phone, you're not going to get the perfect picture, but I think it'll give a good idea of what it looks like. I'm looking at it on the TV. It's really, really nice, really clear. I mean, it's just as good as what you'd expect from a Blu-ray. Now, like skin tones look really nice. Clothing looks excellent, actually. When you get a close-up in a minute of the girl that's about to turn around, there she is. Her jumper looks phenomenal. And all the steam in the background looks really nice. A really nice, clean, bright picture. Really quite impressed, actually. And sound-wise as well, I've only got a cheap sound bar, but it does sound really, really good. I'm actually looking forward to watching King Kong again because I've not seen it for years. I said in the previous video when I picked the film up, I'm not a fan of this film, which is why I wanted to give it another go. But yeah, so far, I've tried two Universal films, King Kong and Doom. Both of those work perfectly. I'm having no problems at all with those. And I tried two Warner Brothers discs, which are notorious for disc rot and unfortunately not working properly, the production issues. So I tried Batman Begins, which is an American disc and is very heavily scratched. That wouldn't work. It was just jumping all over the place and the picture was breaking up and it just froze. So I thought, well, is that because it's a Warner disc or is that because it's scratched to hell? Because, you know, it's DVD. So I unwrapped a sealed copy of Training Day, put that in, and no, it must be the Warner thing because the Training Day disc doesn't work either. I went to the part at the beginning where they're in the cafe, and as soon as Ethan Hawke starts talking to Denzel, the film starts breaking up and it just froze. So it could be that my machine isn't updated to the latest firmware as well. So I would have to find out where to get that from online, download the ISOs, blah, blah, blah. To be quite honest, for the price of what these discs cost, I don't think it's worth it. I might as well just not bother buying Warner discs anymore and just continue with Paramount, Universal and other studios. But I mean, you know, Hopefully this is going to come across great on video, but I'm really impressed with the picture quality so far, and the sound is excellent. So I'm looking forward to actually sitting down and watching some films all the way through now. So yeah, I mentioned about DVD earlier as well. I've tried a concert, a TV show, and I tried a Star Trek film, First Contact. They all look shite on DVD. I don't know if it wasn't upscaling, I'm not too sure. There's no settings in the menu of the player to let you do any upscaling. So I'm not sure about that, but it looked absolutely terrible. I mean, you could blatantly see it was DVD. And when I do it on my 4K Blu-ray player, it does a really nice job of upscaling. So, I mean, all the reviews of HD DVD players in the past that I've read online were all complimenting its DVD upscaling ability. So maybe it is something to do with that twin format setting. I'll have to look more into that. So there you go, guys. That is the HD DVD player, my Toshiba HD-EP30. Quite impressed with it so far. Really, really nice picture quality on King Kong. I've tried that and Doom, both excellent. Haven't watched the film entirely through yet. I'm going to do that later tonight. I'll probably watch Mission Impossible. Really looking forward to watching that first film again. Great film. But yeah, overall, really impressed. You know, tried HD DVDs, tried DVDs, I've tried CDs. All work perfectly fine. The player's in great condition. And the HD DVDs look absolutely superb. The DVDs I'm not impressed with. I read a lot of the old reviews from the time before buying it, and they all raved about how the HD DVD players upscale DVDs. I can't see any difference. It looks like standard DVD to me, like 480p. It doesn't look like it's upscaling. So maybe there's something I'm not doing right, but there's nothing in the settings, so I'm really not sure. But yeah, not impressed. It doesn't matter because the minimal DVDs I've got, I just upscale on my 4K Blu-ray anyway, so that's fine. But other than that, yeah, really impressed. The only thing I've found is that the Training Day Blu-ray, brand new, unsealed it, doesn't work. I tried Batman Begins. I think I mentioned this when I was filming the actual HD DVD. That didn't work. So I think really, as much as I'd like to just buy the Warner Brothers discs for collection and have them on the shelf, there's not really any point if they're not going to work, because as much as I said in my last video, that doesn't bother me. Even though the films are dirt cheap, even if they're £5 a piece, why would I want to keep putting all that money to them when I can put it into Paramount or Universal, where I know that the films are definitely going to work? So I do want to get a HD DVD player add-on for my Xbox 360 as well. So I'll test Training Day on that one when I get one, and hopefully it might work on there. And if I find that the Warner Brothers discs do work on the Xbox, that's fine. I can have that set up separately and just watch them that way. It's just unfortunate I can't play them on a Toshiba. But as a lot of people have said online, I spoke to somebody in America recently, another YouTuber, who informed me that Warner Brothers actually had a problem at their production plant at the time, and that's why the discs don't work, why they got disc rot, which is a real shame. But there's absolutely tons on other studios, Paramount, Universal, etc. There's plenty of discs that you can buy and play and enjoy. So it's just a fun little hobby and a little bit of a collecting thing on the side for me. You know, I'm not taking this ultra seriously and buying everything HD DVD. But what did you think, guys? Did you buy HD DVD at the time? Were you an early adopter like me and jump straight in, and then unfortunately you lose out in the format war? If you didn't, and you've never ever watched a HD DVD or owned a player, even the Xbox 360 add-on, what do you think? Are you interested in getting into it? Does it scratch that collector itch? As I say, the players are not mega expensive. The discs are really, really cheap. So it's an easy hobby to get into without spending a lot of money. I would just advise, don't bother with Warner Brothers. Don't do what I did and just, you know, take a punt. Just ignore them and go with the others. So there you go, guys. That's a quick overview of the Toshiba HD-EP30. Thought I'd just let you know what I've been buying and show you what it's all about. And I'm going to continue to pick up HD DVDs. I will be posting more videos, pick up videos once they come in. So thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you next time.